Hello. Okay, I wanted to post this video. I've never built a press from scraps in my shop before. I had some random pieces, and during this whole time of being stuck in your home, a lot of my tools and my stuff that I use to print with is currently at my campus. So I decided to do some research and do some videos that would help my students figure out ways to print at home. Now, searching through Facebook, I found some great websites. I've also found some great videos, YouTubes, but there is a lady that does a wonderful job on Facebook. I'm going to try not to butcher her name. Lisette Chavez is her name, and she has a group on Facebook called Show Me Your Print Shop, and I really enjoy looking at her site. I think she does a wonderful job connecting our worlds of our studios. And in my video, hopefully you'll see my studio. Granted, I'm not the cleanest in the shop, but that tends to happen when I'm working. So she posted a video by Shelley, let's see, that's Thorsten, and her press is Happy Camper Press. And because of her video, gave me a great idea to create the press that I am building. And I think it came out wonderful. The idea was there, and because of this post, it allowed me to make this video, and I wanted to thank you and give you credit on this video of where did the idea come from. So on that note, thank you, and I hope you enjoy the video. Kind of satisfying, right?
To me, it sounds like ASMR.
Okay, stop. Okay, so now this is our first one we did. We did a little test to make sure everything was going to work. Here's the second one. Okay, so we just got done trimming that out, breaking it down, made a nice little C. I know most of you don't have a table saw, but those at home do, that are wood carvers. Now, I have my pieces all in here for my next run. I'll show you how all this works. Okay, so the way this is set up is that these are going to be my wheels. They're going to run along this track right here. Okay, so this track's going to be against here, and then these are going to go right against the side, and then it's going to roll across. Okay, and then I'm going to have my hinge at the top here. All right, so for right now, this is going to be the setup. So that's our setup. So how do we set these up? Pretty simple. First, got this piece at a local hardware store, and then I had some grommets laying around. So I tried this, and this worked out really well. I put a grommet inside so I can get a nice little, in case it rubs against the wood, it would actually give me a smooth surface. It actually fits on both ends quite nicely. So I was very fortunate that that worked. All right. Now, then I have my ball bearings, which are going to go right in the middle, and they fit like so. Okay. Now, then we're going to hammer those in. So these two are going to go right in those spots there. Okay. Then I have these wheels that I use for plotters. Okay, I had some leftover plotter wheels, and I thought they would make a good extra support. So I put the heavy duty wheels on the edge, and then I put the makeshift wheels that I put right here to help me get a good spin. Okay, now those aren't the exact size, so these pop out. So I'm actually going to put a little piece of tape inside of here to help kind of seal it in so they don't fall out. That one's actually pretty good, but I want to make sure the wheels don't get jammed up. All right, so I have a washer that's going to go on the outside of these right here. All right, now keep that shot. Pause it, you can just pause it. So to give me the feel of this, okay, this is an 1.5 inch piece of wood. So I just got one that will fit like so, and I'll place it in here. Put my wheels right against the base at the bottom, all right, to make sure that that all fits. And then when I secure that, I want that to be flush right against that rim, so when this is going through, it actually can help roll. But I do want to give it a little bit of a wiggle room, and I don't want it to touch here. So I want to make sure I got plenty of room right there. I might even have to shave that down just one more time to make sure I get it. All right. So On that note, we're going to hammer these in and set it up. Stop.
Is it recording? Yeah, okay. Come over here. Put writing is there. Bring it all the way. Now press it. Perfect. Let's go over here. Press it. Okay. So do one about there. Keep it. Okay. Good job. Okay, so we'll line that right up against that. Okay. Hit it. Just one. Put one right here. Alright, put one in the middle. Put one in the middle there. Oops. Okay. So good. Okay. Next, put this band on. This is how it's slide. Okay. So do the same thing you did before. Go all the way to the end. Press play. Just press play. Okay. Right to the go. Okay. No, all the way to the end. Okay. In the middle. Okay. Do the gaps.
So here we go. We're going to set this up. Okay, so I'm going to take this aside. Start in the center. Now I stapled this in place so I can pull it apart. I just don't want it to move. I want to get as close as I can to that. But I'm going to give a little bit of a break in between each one. I forgot my hammer. Hold on one second. All right. So when we get my hammer, it's probably going to shake the table, so I apologize. That looks good. Loosen that up. That looks good. Now the other ones I nailed in, but I didn't like that on the prior one, so I'm going to screw these ones in. So I'm going to take a little screw and a washer, give it a little bit of room, and I'm going to screw it in slowly. too much. That feels good. Okay, the next one. And the washer's there just to help it so it doesn't get friction against the wood. Too much? It's hard to tell. That looks good. Okay. Those are in. So now I can pull that out. Just put a little nail in there, hold it in place, and they spin. That's how I put them in. Now I'm going to shoot in here, and I'll move this setup over there. Alright, next I'm going to take this, and I'm going to lay this right across there as just a little safety guard to not hit my pins, my stuff there. So I'm just going to line it real close, take my nail gun, do the top. Same thing. Shoot right across there. I'm using one inch nails here, so it doesn't need to be super deep. This is just a simple finishing nail gun. Okay. So now I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 layers right across. I know it's hard to see on the camera, but 3 pieces, because I found out that 2 was just too short. I needed a little bit of a shim, so I'm going to shoot these, and then I'm going to add my topper and make sure it's right. So far, I did a little quick test while I was waiting for the air machine to go. When I run this through, it runs right through really nicely, and I think it's going to work out perfectly. So, and I put these on so the wood doesn't rub against another piece of wood, and so it's smooth. These are aluminum slat, and they have a little piece of aluminum in between them, and then it has a center board, which is a plastic. You can get these at any sign shop or any commercial lettering place that deals with like metal lettering. I have a friend that I get it from, and he gives me a good deal, and so I get them by the sheet. And these work out really well for shims and a nice plastic source. So when I look at it, it's on the side here, it's pretty much smooth all the way across. It's got a little bit of a bend. I think it's the wood itself, and so, but that'll be fine when I put it against the press. All right, so I'm gonna shoot these, and I'll show you the results. Okay, because it's hard to shoot and use my apparatus for filming, so just to give you an idea what I did for putting this in, I put the bottom one, I shot 2 in the center, and then the second layer I shot another 2 in the center. But so basically I shot, this is my piece, just to give you an idea, I put 2 at the first one like that, and then the second one I did 2 like that, which holds those 2 into place. And then the last one, I did all 4 corners. And so when you do that, it gets a nice, that ain't going anywhere. That's staying exactly where it needs to be. So when it's pulling, it's going to be staying and nice and firm. So that's how I did that. All right, great. So now it's time to put the top on. All right. Okay, I'm going to drill in. I made 2 little holes. I made spots for my piece. I basically dry fitted it, made sure it fit. Now I have on this piece here, I have a female side and then an opening for the male, I guess, for the bar that goes across, okay, to go right in. So I want to make sure that this is facing the right direction. What I like about these, and I got these for $8 online, you can take an Allen wrench and tighten it to your bar so it won't slide around as much, and then when it comes to oiling these, it will be real easy to oil inside there to keep this lubricated over the years. So I think this is a good find for $8. Fits really well, fits perfectly on the piece, and so far setting it up felt really good. Okay, so I'm going to screw this in because it's too hard to show. I'll drill it and then I'll show the screwing part in to keep it in. Okay, now drill the little holes. Okay, you can kind of see them. I know it's black, it's a little hard to see, but so now this is going to fit. I want to make sure the male's facing that direction. Now I have my screw, okay, with a little washer, and so I want to do is just quickly find the hole, place it in there like so, take my drill, get it in there like so. Do it slowly. Okay, just like that. Looks good. You want it not all the way screwed down because you want to make sure you get it lined in properly for the next one. Okay, so I'm going to hold the washer. Nice and even. And there you go. Perfectly set up. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is put this on the press, and now I'm going to build an arm contraption around it so when I pull and push it that it actually makes it a lot easier and it doesn't move on the wheel, so it's going in unison together. All right, so you'll see that. That's the next step. All right, she's finished. What do you think? I just put some paint on there so I can't run her right now, but cleaned up, made. Okay. She's 25 inches or 26 inches in the bed frame. Okay. By 42 inches wide. So can do a decent sized block. So far everything seems to be running. Did a couple little tests to see if it would move back and forth, and it did. So there she is. Cost me all the stuff that were in the side of my shop right there. I just took extra wood, had this extra roller, some parts and screws. All in all, I think I spent like maybe 50 bucks on her. Everything in here was scrap. So, granted I have a lot of scrap, but I think if you were to buy everything from start to finish, probably could buy it and fix it, make it all for like $100, maybe $150, depending on your area. But pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. All right, we'll test her out on our videos when it comes to printing. All right.